Hello? My microphone was all messing up again. Hopefully it's picking up the right mic. I'm guessing you can hear me. I can see the mic spiking. For some reason my push to talk button is not working. And this is pretty much how I've streamed forever, so it's just annoying me. It is very annoying. It is very annoying. Okay. We hear you. Good, good. I was sitting here just like, this is great. This is great. And we had a bot, but it got caught by the filter, and then it got banned. Useless bot. Useless. Thanks for tuning into my stream today, guys. Let's see what we've got in the stream. We have Vaz, Margot, and JB, top 3 of the stream. And we have Bretland, Kathy, Kenneth, Moon, Jurian, John, Andrea, Grumpy, Christian. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Who else do we have? We have Steve. Had a bunch of bot messages as well. I wasn't going to read out that name. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I do appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. Chilling out. Relaxing. Thank you very much for the early likes on the stream as well. Nearly up to double digits. Appreciate it. I managed to get my things sorted out. I had an issue on my last stream. I did actually get messaged by someone randomly as well that they had the same issue and they got it fixed. So I got it sorted. I don't know if it's actually here anymore. No, it's not here anymore. But it was the issue where you... I guess the login's not going to be here either. Nope. Nope. How do I show you then? Here. The avatar. Which one was it? It'll be here somewhere. This one. I was like 240 less than everybody else, even though I'd logged in every day on the calendar. It just made out that I hadn't logged in one of the days. It was kind of weird. But that got sorted, so I'm thankful for that. Which is kind of technical because it's the thankful one. Oh, goodness. Got myself some... I got myself some apple cider. Not really my number one choice, you know, as it goes, but... Gonna have some cider. A little mix. You guys can get the full experience of the pour and the opening now, because I normally do push the talk to only give you the most important bits. You're gonna get everything, absolutely everything. Ah, yes, that's why I wanted. Hit like if you love puppies. There we go. That's one way to manipulate them. One way to manipulate them. So we have got an advanced rush going on right now, guys. And I know there's an advanced character in the wheel right now, which is Madison, but I don't think Madison caught everybody's eye. I think she's okay. But support characters generally have to be a certain way. And it's surprising maybe they brought her out first. I think they do this quite a lot, where they bring like the support character out first, then they bring out all the other characters that character works with, and it generally doesn't do well that way. But we'll see. Every pull you do on the advanced wheel, well, not every pull, but every so often you get rewards back. I think it's worth doing one pull no matter what. We have got a new advanced character going on the wheel tonight, which is Harrison. I think it's worth doing a one pull for Harrison. Even if you don't get him, you get 2 Kendamas. And in the 2 Kendamas, you can get a Paragon mod. If I remember right. So this is like... This is the minimum. You can get a Paragon mod. That's decent. That's pretty decent. And then if you get up to 9 pulls, I think it was, which isn't too many. If you get up to 9 pulls, you get 5 more Kendamas. And you can choose a character or a weapon. And I think there's a really good weapon in here. can choose one of these four characters, sorry. Or Brutus, actually. You can choose one of these 5. But it's got this weapon here, which is really good. This is a really good weapon. I think a lot of people got this weapon already. But some people didn't take this weapon from that choice crate before, so now's your chance to get it again. I'm not so sure about this weapon. Is there a green character that has passive control other than like Connor, like old school Connor? I can't remember. Harrison's out tonight in around. Well, we can double check. Harrison's out tonight in 3 hours 21. Is that 2 Shane wheels in a row? Oh yeah, because of coins. That's right. So Harrison comes out when this Premier Recruit wheel ends, but this Premier Recruit wheel is going to have another wheel most likely. But yeah, so 3 hours and 20 minutes is the release of Harrison. Let me see. The Advanced Rush is worth it until you get all 5 copies. At least you're getting something out of it if you put on the wheel. Yeah, but the thing is, it isn't just for one character. I think they've done it better this time. I think they should just do this as a monthly thing rather than do it as like a per character thing. Because like you said, if someone gets lucky and they get a ×5, they're not going to pull to the end, right? But if there's multiple characters that come out in a month, they might pull multiple times and multiple characters, so it's more worth it that way. And also, this isn't really that terrible if you don't like get to the end. You don't get more Kendamas, but it's not like, you know, there's some wheels it's like a weapon was at the end. You had to get 18 pulls. Like, what weapon did I get? I think it was some Georgia. I think this was Georgia. I think it was Georgia. You had to get 18 pulls, so if I got her really early, I wouldn't have got the weapon. I don't know. But then they had another way of doing it, which was, I honestly think was a better way, which was the road map, where if you got LB3 of a character, you get to run a road map fully. So it doesn't matter if you get them in really lucky amount of pulls or not lucky amount of pulls. I think that was a better way of doing it for the player, but probably not as nice for Scopely when it comes to like guaranteeing a certain amount of money made, because obviously the people who do ×1 pulls and get ×5s are getting a weapon basically for the same amount of luck. So I can kind of see the issue there from their perspective, but I prefer that one, honestly. Who else we got in chat? What's up, Tyrese? Welcome to the stream. Oscar as well. Thanks for tuning in. What's up, Corin? Don't forget to like the stream. Yep. Will you be doing some pulls for Harrison on the stream? Not in the stream. I won't be streaming 3.5 hours. I'm going to be getting I'm doing air quotes. You can't see it, but I'm going to be getting early night tonight. I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow. Hopefully early in the morning, get some antibiotics, because I've not been feeling like 100%, and I've had some swelling on my leg, which I've had issues in the past, so I'm going to get that done and dusted. Hey, what's up, Cygnus? Good evening. Checking in from Queen Elizabeth Hospital. On the mend now. You tucked up in bed. Glad to hear you're on the mend. What's up, little Ever? Welcome to the stream. 8 Page as well. What's up? Have they increased the difficulty of that faction assault? Just don't seem to be hitting for as much now. Yeah, they definitely have. 100%. The secondary characters, they didn't announce it, but the secondary characters, you know, like the minions that they spawn. I used to be able to one-shot them with a Ico Rush, right? I used to be able to one-shot them all with an Ico Rush when it got to a new wave, but now it basically gets them down to half HP. You used to be able to one-shot them with a basic attack. If you crit, now it takes like 3 or 4 basic attacks to kill them. So they've definitely buffed the side people. I'm not sure about the bosses because I don't do percentage damage. I do damage over time. They'd have to actually increase the amount of HP they have, and they haven't done that. But they almost definitely have increased the defense of the side characters. They might have done it on the boss as well. But yeah, that's that. I'm nearly on to my 3rd character now. I had like one really good day where I got like 6k of this currency in one day. And then I get other days where I get only like 2k. I could have popped down the road for visiting hours, yeah. Yeah. It sucks, honestly, it sucks. I wish they would have just announced it. Yeah, we've buffed Faction Assault. I'm going to bring out a video. It'll be like, they buffed Faction Assault? Question mark? That's what I'm going to do. I've got to think of like 6 or 7 videos that I can bring out over Christmas. Because I'm not going to be here, so I have to like pre-make them. So I can release them while I'm at my parents'. There'll probably be some guides in there. That sort of thing. I probably won't do multiple videos, but it'll be like a daily one or something. Okay, let's get on with the daily row map stuff. There we go. Buff? Nah, it's called balancing. Okay, that's the one. That's the one they balanced it. But you see, a rush should kill like a side minion guy, right? Those rushes are meant to do significant damage. But yeah. What's up, Daylight? Welcome to the stream, man. And also, I remember doing 1,000,000 damage to Tara when I rushed the side character, right, of Tara. You know, like with what's her name, Eva, because of the waist knot she had. But now it does barely 100k. You know, so the waist knot gives barely anything. Don't worry, Cygnus, all good, brother. Feel better, man. I'm happy Warrior Champions took our top well faction. What do you mean? Warrior Champions isn't for like 2 months. If your top well faction disappeared, then something else happened. Which is actually kind of interesting. I wonder if they're ever going to do any faction assault events. You know? Earn bonus currency. You know, that sort of thing. So is it best to focus bleed tunes, build up for FA then? Yeah, generally speaking, on the ones you can do that on. Like the bosses, Shiva is the best on the bosses for sure. Until you get to grade 6, because grade 6 you can't use Shiva. There is one boss, except Governor. You can use Shiva against Governor. There is one boss that's a bit of annoyance, is the boss in the top right hand corner, because every time they basic attack, they have a chance to cleanse themselves of any negative effects, which includes bleed, honestly. So, yeah, it's pretty rough. But, yeah, generally speaking, for instance, this new character, Rhodey, is designed specifically to be Saviour's Faction Assault, like, helper. She's great on Faction Assault, for sure. I've used her a bunch. You can solo up to grade 6. You can solo grade 6 with Rhodey, no problem. And then there's Vincent, the silver character for Alexandria. I did switch on my team a little bit for Atlanta, so I'm now scoring a little bit more, but it's still, you can't one-shot the boss. You can't like go through the entire boss. That one does require the faction, you know, a lot of people hitting. And there's no bleed and burn there, unfortunately, so there's not much you can do. Not much you can do. Unless you can get a fast character on those teams, and I can't really think of it. I guess you could get Glenn, and Glenn could have an extension weapon, but you'd have to basic attack. Not basic attack, you'd have to manual it rather than auto it. I mean, I guess you could potentially do that. That would be a proper, like... You just constantly be extended the bleed, but you'd be able to extend it. So eventually it would be really high, maybe like 150 to 200,000 per turn. So you potentially could win that way. But it would just be a hassle getting it that high. I think there's like only like one character on that team that's like meta for an attack team, so it's not like you'd have to put bleed on random, non-random characters anyway, but not ideal situation still. I don't think it's necessarily bad though. Your faction's just got to actually attack that boss. I can score about 20 million, I think, against that boss. I can double check. Something like that. Something like this. Okay. So on tier 5, 50 mil. I think I could probably kill him on tier 5. I think I started it after someone had already started it there. But on this one, it's like 10 to 20 million. So it requires everyone in your faction to actually hit this one. Or like a few people to hit it at least. Because I think he has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60, 70 million HP. And I just did 10 of it. I think he has like 70 million. And I think someone else took this one down, so I only had to do the 28 mil. I'm guessing, I'm not sure why it's 28 mil. Isn't it 17 million HP per section? I think I did this one, yeah, 138. I thought it was only 17 million per section. Oh yeah, because you get the bonus infinity attack as well if you're... Yeah, okay. And then there's the actual boss. Yeah. I took Telltale here just for fun. I mean, Kenny does a lot of damage. His rush can do like 400 to 800k damage. It's actually really good because he gives himself the 100% attack boost, and then it's just like every time he rushes, it's just like, yeah, GG. He and Lily, those two, they deal with the mechanical part, like the parts part of the helicopter really well. And then Shiva, like, you have to manual it a little bit, but Shiva can get the burn, the bleed up a lot. Do bleed mods and lacerator work instead, or is the build up on damage and slow too slow for that? My attack team here, I can spend 100 gold and show you. I can spend 100 gold here. Okay, so this attack team, right? So for instance, that used to be a one shot, and this is grade 4. Remember? So it's taken me a turn to take out everybody at grade 4, like tier 4. It's mad. So like the boss here, I can just do 3 basic attacks here, and hope that one of them hits their bleed, and they have. And just from that 6k bleed here, I can turn that into millions. It just takes a while. I double it and then I extend it. And then I do this all again. Basic attack, basic attack, basic attack. Hope to add a little bit more bleed maybe. And then the bleed on there is now 18. So now I double it to 38. Because he added a little bit of bleed himself, and then I extend it. And then maybe I can add a big amount of bleed. Maybe I can add bleed twice. I basic attack. Double it, extend it. Now 76. Do all that again. You see, I never rush on Vincent. Never rush on Vincent. The only characters I rush on are the ones you see with no rushes right now. And I don't rush now on what's his name? Bruce. I don't rush on Bruce now because it's done and dusted. It's already at 716. I rush on this guy to try and get 2 chances of hitting crits. And then I don't rush on the others because I don't need to. I'm just going to be double and extending. And then that's it. So then when it gets to the next one, what I normally did was I rush with Ico. I'm pretty sure it might work now, but on tier 6 it definitely doesn't work. Okay, it works here, but on tier 6 it definitely doesn't work. And then I've saved up that bleed with Bruce. Hopefully hitting the big bleed. It didn't. But it doesn't matter. We can just start on small bleeds. And yeah. Now, if I didn't hit a bleed on my 3 auto attacks that I do, like Bruce, Sadiq, Ico, that's when I might use Bruce's rush. But otherwise, I generally just always basic attack on him because his rush only adds about 20k. Whereas Lacerate doubles. So whatever it is now, I'd add 164 effectively, you know? So it's always worth it. And I don't need to do the rushes of them characters again. Just going to save. It doesn't matter about Rosita so much. I really should attack with Rosita last, but it doesn't matter too much. So that's that, pretty much. Then it gets on to the next one. And then same sort of deal. Just wipe with Ico and so on and so forth. Abe works in Alexandria too. Abe. He doesn't have bleed or burn, right? What does he have? Doesn't he just have chance to extend? I've got a guaranteed extend weapon on Rosita. Oh. Start dropping frames. Nope, just started lagging for some reason. And then, like, if they get revived, either your signature move on Bruce. Now, when you're on tier 6, in most of the time it doesn't actually take them down. But it'll weaken them enough. He's Arsonist, 8 burns. So it's just the same, but instead of bleed, you do burn. Yeah, okay. That's fair. So like, there we go. We didn't one-shot this dude, and this is, like I say, low tier, so it's kind of odd, right? We hit the big one. We hit the big bleeds on Bruce. He has reasonable bleed on his rush, 82k. Gets that percentage up nice and quick. He's a 5-star, Twisted Fire. He wants me to come play his game. There we go. And then now going to Infinity. Like the difference between this boss and like tier 6 is like 2 turns, because obviously you'd have to like maybe like 1 or 2 turns. Because obviously you'd have to get a little bit more bleed. Because they have 17 million health per wave. A lot of the time as well, like when you hit the minimum, so like when you hit the top left hand corner, 1.2 in this case, you can just hit auto from there, you know, at this point. So whatever. Pairing with an extender, here's Arsonist, yeah. I think he's more expensive though, that's the only thing. Is his burn easier to get? Isn't his burn just on his rush? The reason I think Vincent's better is because Bruce has bleed. So you can get the bleed off, like decent bleed off really early on in the fight. And just double it from there. How's this not over? I mean, it is, right? Yeah, it's over. So that's the basics. I have got like... I had content ready for this, but since they buffed it, I have to re-record stuff. Otherwise, it's just like kind of false advertising. Because in the video, even like... Ico destroys the side characters pretty straightforwardly when you do the rush and you save it for the next turn, but it doesn't work like that anymore. It does not work like that anymore. So I have to re-record half the video. Great stuff. And when I re-record half the video, I generally just record the entire thing again. Sucks. Sucks. It's a good job I realised they buffed it as well. Otherwise, yeah. I mean, it's only a small buff, but it's annoying that they don't say anything, you know. Balanced. Sorry, wrong words. Balanced. I just run a burn mod on Abe. But, I mean, the same sort of deal happens though, right? It's chance to resist, that sort of thing. He's got higher stats than Vincent, and he's not fast, so doesn't get targeted by the boss as much. But that means Rosita would get targeted, like, priority targeted, right? Yeah. I'm not sure if I've put my new weapon on Rosita yet. I have actually got a new weapon for her. I might not have put it on her hands. I mean, it's not a bad idea. I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but I've seen some people use like is it Aaron? And they don't use Ico lead. Like I might not use her anymore. I'll have to think about it. Like, because she can't wipe those side characters anymore, she isn't as powerful as she was. The reason I used her is because she could wipe those side characters straight away. It was great. Around that 60% absolute defense on Rosita without extension. Well, you put extension on a 60% absolute defense. I use Michonne to decap Joshua. I leave the other two as the boss has increased death and attack when they die. So you don't use bleed burn. They haven't said anything about balancing the supply depot either, so at least they're consistent. Did they do something in the supply depot? What did they do in the supply depot? To be fair, they did a massive release with like some quality of life increase, like stuff like this. And they didn't do any announcement on it. Like they did like 4 or 5 good quality of life things that they just didn't talk about. With extension. What was the 60% absolute defense? Was that from Marge's Battle Pass? Or was that from Tyrese's or something? I use Ransack on Michonne to decap and steal the big buffs on the boss. What buffs does the boss have? I've not really paid attention. Like that team that I made there like worked in alpha for me. I tested it in alpha, and the second I saw that it was like you had to use certain allegiances, I remembered that Bruce and Vincent were both Alexandra, and I was like, oh, that could work. And I just literally just started it from there, and then that was it. It worked straight away. No, they did nothing. It's like, you got me. You got me. You got me. I thought they I thought something had happened. I was actually a bit like not surprised, but like excited. Supply Depot is like actually one of them. Like, I don't think Scopely ever realizes how exciting these parts of the game are for people. Things that refresh and have a chance to bring good things every day or every week. It's a good thing, right? It's so exciting. Especially when it's a currency that you effectively accumulated. And it's effectively free. Even though it may not be free. But you've accumulated it. Okay, I'm going to open another can, guys. Put this in the trash. There we go. Got really good at this. And how much of a can can go in there? It's like, yeah, perfect. Perfect. Gabe has hold the line, so killing the two side kicks might hurt weaker players. Alright, yeah, true enough, true enough. I mean, there are ransack weapons around. This is true. I can't remember what weapon I have in the hands of Bruce. It might be a revive weapon. Yeah, I think it's a revive weapon. Remember when you waited for a supply depot refresh? I mean, the current supply depot refreshes, yeah. But back in the day, supply depot was a real big thing. It's even like... even SR refreshes, massive. Am I gonna finally get Zeke? You know, I remember it took me like, I got Zeke the first SR depot, and I didn't see him again. And obviously, I didn't have anywhere near enough currency. Like, you just don't have any currency the first time it drops in. And I didn't see him again, and I got enough to get the character, and I saw Jesus 2 weeks in a row. Or whatever, however often the resets were. I think it was weekly, right? I was so tempted, I nearly got him. But then Zeke came up the next week. And I picked him up. Zeke was such a big pickup. You can also keep one lackey alive and run a green revive weapon if you get in trouble. Yeah, that's what I've got on my Bruce. Indeed. But what's up, Mini Baker lads? Busy time at the bakery. Tired, just a bit more than 2 weeks and it's chill time again. Busy time at the bakery. Christmas cakes. Is it like Christmas party cakes or something? Dwight on the SR depot, yeah. I mean, the current SR depot, Dwight was, honestly, as much as... It was kind of mixed. He was useful, but it was just like he was rare. He's still... The only way to get him is in that depot, so it's still pretty legit, but... Yeah, I mean, they haven't updated those depots since they came out in Mythic, and it's just, yeah. I think they could have done something really great there. Like, they could have done a first release of characters in these depots. Like, imagine they released a new Mythic trial, right? This is my idea, like, where one was in the depot here. How many times people would spend coins to refresh? Obviously, coins now don't mean as much, but once upon a time, they meant a lot. And the reason it being in here would have been good was because eventually free-to-play would have got them, like, just eventually. But Wales would have spent coins to refresh. You know? So that was that was my idea, like in terms of that was pretty good. They could have also done that in SR Depot. It's more expensive here. Does it refresh actually every day? This is every week. SR's every day, and then this supply one's every week. I mean, I still buy stuff in here. It's just, it's not really exciting, to be honest. Although I did check if I had a violet, honestly, and I do. So, and I also checked Shayla. She's got a very interesting rush name. Just like look at the Englishman in the room and just be like, yeah. Anyway, anyway, bakery churning out mince pies. Yeah, true enough. True enough. True enough. Okay. Let's do this. Hi, I'm not sleeping, so I'm here looking about. What's up, Willow? Welcome to the stream. Raiding, not rating. Am I the only one while raiding that doesn't have Lily's weapon proc that much? You gotta have crit. You got a crit still. What do you mean the double attack? My Lily's not even leveled yet. I think I got her weapon max though. I don't know if I leveled my Lily's weapon, but I leveled her. Also gave her I think I gave her a Paragon crit mod. Just to hit those crits. Are they doing anything in the game with scales? Sorry, S-Class, except for the weekly roadmap? No. No. They're selling the S-Class cards still, I'm pretty sure. But otherwise, no. The double attack, she only ever seems to double attack when she hits a crit. I can put her in this team, right? I can put her in instead of Mirabelle. Where is she? Don't know how leveled up she is. There she is. I think she's got a Paragon crit mod. There we go. Now I use her in Faction Assault, but she's mainly a tower defeater. I have upgraded her weapon apparently. She's meant to have a better chance to proc her weapon from her passives, but I don't think... okay, I have maxed her passives. Okay, there's this one that I haven't done. So I'll just get up to 9. So she has a slightly better chance now. What is it? She has a 9% chance. I've only done them both to 9. But that's 9% on top of on top of this. So like now it goes up to like 45% chance. First attack, unfortunately for you. Oh no, wait, no, it's double attack. We're talking about the double attack. Okay, wait, let me see. It's not going to happen. Andrea burnt them to death. Are they doing anything in the game? No, S-Class, except selling the cards though, and the Sunday roadmaps, whatever they're called. I've just been told I'm taking the family out for dinner, then to drive around looking at Xmas lights. Why do women always plan stuff without asking? I'm pretty sure you were just involved in the plans. You are the chauffeur. Enjoy, man. Enjoy as much as you can. The kids will love it at least. Ever since way back when you were using an unleveled alpha, I just sometimes don't level tunes. Was I using an unleveled alpha? I think it could have just been a visual bug. There was a visual bug with alpha. If you put a certain weapon in her hands, it looked like she was level 1. I don't think they ever fixed it. What about the Hordes? Is that still an event? Or they take it out for good? Yeah. I mean, we haven't had one for over a year. It was the most unique part of the game, honestly, and they just haven't really done anything with it. I don't think it would require much work, but I think the issue is it's the balance of Hordes. When they release a character, they can't release a character that breaks Hordes. And the game's never really cared about anything else except PvP. You know, it's 100% just been a PvP game, and then everything else has just been a like it'll work as it works sort of deal. So that's pretty much it. So they'll bring out a character that could just destroy things like Onslaught, Faction Assault, even to a certain extent, or Hordes. But as long as it didn't do anything to PvP, that's like war. That's all that matters. I don't have a life of my own at all. Scope here said they have no plans for Hordes. Yeah. Pretty sure it wouldn't take much work, but they can even make it so that you could only take 5 stars in or something. They could make it so that it was up 24/7. I don't know. They can make it like friendly duels, but just friendly Hordes. In the meantime, it's just a game thing. There's something that's there that isn't utilized. And I'm pretty sure this is the messed up bit, right? I'm pretty sure that they were already thinking about Mythics and designing Mythic era before Hordes came out, because it takes so long to get stuff like fully done that they must have known that, right? Because I remember I even said, well, what about Hordes? This is going to come kind of unbalance Hordes. And it kind of just like the feeling I got back was almost like we're not really bothered, you know. And I think Hordes had only been out for like 4 or 5 months at that point. I can't really remember how long Hordes had been out. Not that long. But yeah. Oh well. Oh well. It was kind of like some people loved Horde, some people didn't situation. Was using level 1 alpha. I didn't level her so she didn't get attacked. That was a bit different. Because the way the game worked was weird. It didn't attack a level 1 character because it just saw her as no power. But if she was a S class or a 5-star, it would have taken her out first for whatever reason, because the game's designed to like kill non-mythics first, you know? And I can prove that to you, right? Pretty sure I can prove this to you. Hopefully this works, guys. Hopefully this works. Can I take a friend? Can I do this in friendly duel? Let's see. You ready? So maybe not going to work. We'll see. It's maybe not going to work. We need 1 character defense. All these teams. Okay, here we go. So we'll take. Who should we take in? Let's take in someone who hasn't got a first turn signature move, who will just do a basic attack. She got first turn sig? No, she's got burn though. Okay, she hasn't got a first turn sig. Turn 2, and she's green. Okay. The attack team I've taken in, you ready? Will be all these, and then a non let's go with that. taking Clementine. Okay. We'll see. We'll see if this works, guys. We'll see. The one character that she shouldn't have to attack because it's a green. The one character. She should attack the 4 fast characters first, right? But the AI is programmed to kill non-mythics first. You know? And you used to be able to cheese that, right? You used to be able to take in a character that gave AP. This is what some people did. So you used to be able to do this. Who had it? Which characters? Man. I'm looking for a specialist skill. Where's the specialist skill show up? There we go. So you used to be able to take in this kind of character. Right? And watch all the AP. And obviously they've already done all basic attacks. And you'd have turn 2 natural rushes on your entire mythic team at that point. Obviously in this case it doesn't matter, but now it used to be a cheese. Then they removed the ability to use non-mythics. Mainly because of the defense team side of things though, but that was an attack team boost you could do. You never did level up Alpha. You said she didn't really need it. All you need is for infection. I didn't level her up purposely so she didn't get hit. That's why I didn't do it. It kept her from getting targeted. That is correct. I forgot about Conquest. Yeah, you should probably finish that. You definitely didn't level up Alpha. You kept her low so she wasn't targeted. Yeah, I was talking about this Alpha. 6-star. If you put a certain weapon in this Alpha's hands, she got leveled down to like grade 1. I think it still works. We'll see. Let's see. This is actually kind of funny if it does. It's a strong 6-star Alpha. And I think it was an axe. I think it was it Lee's or just... Oh no, it was a katana maybe, but I'll see if the axe does it too. No, the axe doesn't, so you can see she's still high grade, right? I'll take it out of her hand so you can see she's still high grade with the baseball bat. She's got like the backpack on. She's got the guts on her and stuff. Now if I put a katana in her hands, for whatever reason, it used to mess up. I'm not sure why. I don't know why. Look, she lost the backpack and lost a bit of guts. Weird, right? And I'm pretty sure it's like an entire couple of grades down. So she used to lose grades, but like just visually, nothing else, but just visually. She used to change her visuals. I guess they didn't because I think they have to create the visuals for each weapon type. Maybe I'm not actually sure, to be honest. I don't think they have to do it manually, but something went wrong with this particular one. And I did report it, and it was kind of like, that's weird. But it won't fix it, because, yeah, to fix it, I think they have to outsource the fix. So, I'm not 100% certain, though. She went from max to start. I don't know if that's a start, but it is definitely not the max. Because the max has extra guts and a backpack on and a knife sheath. I don't know if it had a knife sheath there. Did it have a knife sheath? No, no knife sheath. The trousers looking fairly clean for Alpha. And then when we do this, not so much blood everywhere. Is Blue Alpha good at grade 4? She'll get her leader skill. That's some good. So she'll have that regardless. She'll be 75 AP though. Her rush is actually really good, but she'll be 75 AP. And the infection won't even be as great. Let me see the signature move. She won't get a defense bonus, and it'll be turn 2. And her HP is going to be lower, so she's not going to be doing as much damage. And then she's going to get Viscera, which is a boost on the rush. She'll get 20% chance to do minus 35 AP. 50% chance to random enemies get attack up block for 2 turns. I would say she just doesn't have the stats. I think just straight up, you shouldn't be using anyone who's less than like limit break 1 or limit break 2 on a defense team, honestly. Just because the stats are going to be a massive issue. I've got a limit break 1 character on a defense team, and the only reason I can realistically do that is because she's teamed up with Circuit, I believe. It's going to be embarrassing if she's not on a team with Circuit right now. She is. So her stats get boosted quite heavily. So you can see she's got like 72k HP, 64k defense. Without Circuit, I think her defense just dropped down a bit too much. 47k. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I mean, Williams goes down way too much. But it's not terrible. But this is a pretty bad team. I just haven't really put effort into defense teams recently. I've got one-ish team that works. And it used to work. Against Sophia, I've got no idea what to do. It's all good, man. It's all good. Yo, what's up, Inter? Welcome to the stream. It's going alright. Can't complain. Is Winter Marcus the Mythic Trial tune? There's no Mythic Trial. They released the info on Marcus early because I'm guessing he releases a couple of days before Christmas, like 4 days before Christmas. Christmas is on a Sunday, and the Thursday that's like 3 or 4 days before that. That's when he releases. So they wanted to get his information out early, so people could see him before Christmas. That's my guess. Yeah. I assume anyway. Oh no, wait. No, he probably releases 2 days, 2 or 3 days after Christmas. He releases Christmas week. Okay. I just saw his weapon. No, there is a weapon. Yeah, there's no Mythic Trial. I'm guessing the trials is a bit too much for this time of year anyway. Way too much. Just a bit too much. I should probably start doing some of this roadmap, to be honest. How many Benjamins have you managed to get your hands on so far? Can you get your hands on multiple? I'm not sure how much I've done in Raid. 2.3. I didn't do too many. 12 or 13 or something. 12, 13 or something. Lock guesses. What do you mean, lock guesses? Oh, that's what I'm guessing is the reason why they did it. I prefer they wouldn't do that, honestly, from my perspective. I think the way they've released a lot of the information on these recent, like, long-term events has been really bad. You know, just in general. That's fantastic. I love the fact that he does a cleanse. It's so good. It's so good. So good. Veronica. Veronica. I'll have him LB1 tomorrow. Who? Oh, Benjamin. Okay, yeah. Someone has me LB1. I mean, I think you could probably get him quite high already. I don't think I can get him that high myself. I'll be able to get hit at 5 of him, but I just won't be able to complete his roadmap, I guess. Like, I don't have as many of these snowballs as other people. I did miss a day or two because I was ill on the daily roadmap. And Steve said you had to do everything to complete the actual roadmap. Which is just like, okay then. Okay. Dan, buddy. If you spend on the portal, you got 2. Was there like some extra stuff you got from the portal? Crude bronze. I remember when there was a crude bronze shortage. I can't remember how they fixed that, but yeah. What epic abilities Thanksgiving Severe needs for her weapon? She doesn't really need much, to be honest. I can't remember what weapon I've got on her. It might be the 20% AP to self weapon. Just in case she doesn't hit that first SIG and get a takedown, at least she has a rush early. I thought I missed the roadmap. Alright, yeah. $4,000 heads for $50. Ah, you can just buy the head straight up. Not even to complete the roadmap stuff. Okay, that's interesting. So they're not selling snowballs, they're selling heads. I mean, I guess that makes sense. What else can you buy with the heads? Not much, right? He's the main rewards. Pumpkin Prowl, Grey Market just about to expire. Make sure you use those turkeys. Yeah, there's not any slack on the snowballs. You'll need to an offer if you miss anything to finish the Kingdom roadmap. There's no bonus to finishing the roadmap, right? It's just all frozen heads. It's just about getting extra frozen heads, right? And my back is hurting. I don't know what I've done with my chair. You know, like you change the where your chair is, and just like my back's starting to hurt now. It's like it's giving me no lumbar support, only on one side. It's only on my right side that it hurts. It's annoying me. Annoying me. What did I do? Okay. It's like, what did I do? I wanted to check the last one. Oh yeah, I think it's just, that's it, yeah. It's just extra. And I can play any one I want at any time. But obviously it's best to try and complete, because you get an extra 150 for completion. Only 8 acts of Kingdom needed to be. I've had 5 times Benjamin. More frozen heads is more items from the grey market. True that. True this. Anyone do any pulls for Harrison tonight? I've had such good luck on my advanced pulls, I'm actually kind of worried. Like, not so much like I'll be happy if I get good stuff, but at the same time, man. Like I would like to get a little bit of fortune, you know. Who wouldn't like to get lucky when doing pulls, guys? Who wouldn't like to get lucky? I'm just like everybody else. I want to get lucky doing pulls. I'll pull for him. I guess the upside is if it takes you pulls, at least you're going to get progress on the advanced rush. I've got 15 pulls in my free-to-play. You didn't bite on Agent 46 or Raven on the free-to-play. My main account has 3 pulls. I definitely do 1 pull at some point during this advanced rush though, Bretland, but who you want to do that for is completely up to you, man. Whether you want to pull for this dude or... I mean, if you can get 9 pulls in, that would be great, but... I have Raven on the free-to-play, so you got lucky on the free-to-play, nice. Luck is overrated. Deletes Sophia Pulvid. Yeah. Luck is overrated. It's nice when it happens, but... yeah. Lock getting 5 times, Breton getting back at winner, it's all random. Like, that's the funny thing, right? Breton got back at winner like just 3 times in the course of like 2 weeks, and then since then everyone's just memed and said like, oh, he's always back at winner, but he's literally just only had it in that like it was just like a really intense period of time where he got it quite a lot. And that's just all that's happened to me again. Like, I've had really unlucky pulls for a long time. Then I get like ×5 3 times in the space of like 2 months, and it's just like, yo, they're manipulating the balls, man. Like, oh goodness, I've had nothing since, exactly. So Bretton kind of gets what happens to me. Bretton's getting what's happening to me right now. We're sharing the pain. We're in the same boat to a certain extent. Oh, goodness. Although people try and loop me in on it. What does he give you? Slips you a tenner off stream, you know? Oh, goodness. I need to find a good position to sit right now. One sec, I'm actually going to just stand up and try and fix my chair. Oh, it's annoying me. Let's maybe raise it. Raise it. No. Okay, that's probably what's happened actually. I've done that one. Let's tilt it forward. Raise it. That's probably what's going on. Slightly tilted forward, it's messing up my back. Now it's massively tilted forward. Who could sit like this? Who could ever sit like this? What is going on? Okay. Lean back. Oh, that's a bit better maybe. Who could ever sit like that? Like it was at like, I don't know, like a 40-degree angle towards the floor. Who could ever sit like that? Okay, now I'm really high. So, oh god, I haven't messed around in a chair like this for ages. We can't actually see how you're sitting for that. I know, I'm trying to describe it. My describing skills are not there. Just imagine like the chair, like you're sitting there, the chair's flat, but instead of it being flat, it's tilted forward like almost a, I don't know, 45-degree angle. It's crazy. Okay, we're sorted. Hopefully this is going to be better for my back. My back was just crying, basically. Had to do it. Had to be done. Okay. New conspiracy theory, Bretland is really lock. I mean, that's one. That's definitely a conspiracy theory. Okay, what have I got? What am I full on? Okay, 3 stars and 4 stars of those types. Okay, this level up finishes soon, so I'll be able to level up our characters.
Here is me slipping Laka Oneer. Too rich for a tenor, Ella giggle.
Ella giggle. Ella giggle. So what do I have to sort you out with a backup winner now? Is that how it has to be? I don't know about this. I'm not sure. So sure. Not a chance. No one would play 3 accounts. Like I gave up my second account. I mean, every time someone tells me they've got a second account, I almost go in, nearly tell them to stop playing a second account. But then I'm like, hey, it's their choice. If they want to play 2 accounts, they can do it. But like, I had to stop playing a second account. It had to happen. Lovely. Now I can go to my second account right now, guys. Look at the bottom. Do not sell or share my personal information. Oh, right. It's asking me to... Okay, yeah. That makes sense. What's my second account? Schley. Switch to my second account. I haven't played here for a while. I've gone to this region a couple of times for other reasons, but... Bretland, I see your super chat. You've offered £1 and he's raised you.
My backup spot.
You've offered £1 and he's raised you £1.79. Thank you very much, Bretland. Thank you very much, guys. I do appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, this is my second account. And it still brings me pain to look at some of this. It doesn't bring me as much pain now, but... some of this was pretty painful at the time. It's not as bad as it used to be. But... like nowadays, I have a lot more weapons in my other region. I've got like 3 of these. I only just got my first one of these. Well, actually, no. Yeah, my first one of these. No, wait. No, my second. I only just got my second one of these on my other region. And I had 3 of these. I got 2 of them really quickly. This is a really nice looking weapon as well. Visually. Oh, was this one? This is an interesting weapon. You think I think I was maybe going for something else here. Yeah, I think I was going for 1535, and then got top HP, and I was just like, I mean, I guess I'll keep it. Yeah, probably. And the roster won't be that great because it was right at the beginning of the Mythic era where I was like, yeah, guys, I think I'm not going to do this. I mean, I did get this was the region I got the pulls on, you know that. Remember all those pulls? This is the region I got that on. But I still got all the S classes. This is the region I took Krista on. Got James on my other region. So I don't have this Telltale character. But like actually gutted. Or maybe I have tokens on this region. Let's have a look. Do I have any advanced tokens on this region? 250. Can I get advanced tokens like right now? I don't think I can, right? I have to do probably have to do something for them.
Feels good. Sounds good.
You used to play with the Kelly gang or their sister faction there, right?
Yeah.
I remember them Outlaws times.
Yeah, I think it was the Kelly Outlaws, alright? TKO. Yeah. I think they moved regions though. I haven't like I said, I haven't been here for a while. I don't know how do I check that? Is this a faction level up? Yeah. Yeah, there's like a lot of new factions here. Like New Order Mafia. New faction. I think Misfits was here before, maybe. Japan as well, I think, was here. But a couple of the factions have moved out. Yeah, I just found different regions, I guess. Let's switch back. Let's switch back to Chambers. Mostly disbanded. Oh, okay. Sad. It's sad. Thank you very much for the £3 though, Del. I do appreciate it. If you have Raven, Georgia, Sophia, Shane, I don't see a need a pull for Harrison really. I don't know. I think he's going to be nice in certain setups. He gives AP, makes things slightly faster. Also, like, there's definitely going to be some more defense characters coming out, probably before World Champions. There'll probably be Exhaust. I'm guessing there's going to be a bit more heavy Exhaust come out. Maybe like an Exhaust leader, you know? Kind of like a Marge for the Mythic era. Like they planted Dale early on. So free to play have a character that can kind of deal with it to a certain extent. Very minor amounts, but they gave you Dale with the whole like exhaust cleanse. I was in your faction leader while you were there. I was your faction leader. Okay. Did you kick him for not hitting milestones? No, I left because I only wanted to play one region. That's pretty much the only reason I left, was just I wanted to play one region. And the region I decided to play was the one I'd spent all my money on, basically. Because one region was like, I only bought Battle Pass on it. And the other region I did like pools on and stuff like that. Like, because coins were cross-regional, I only used coins in one of my regions. So whenever I did pools for videos and stuff, it was always in this region. So, like, at the time, it didn't really make too much of a difference, honestly, because Mythics were coming out. That was the time where I could have decided. But, yeah, I decided to just keep with that region anyway. But yeah. This is the reason I won Negan 2000 giveaway, because Bretland wasn't paying at the time. Okay. Valiant. Stuck in work from 6 this morning. Love people are sick. Are you still at work right now? That seems kind of like illegal. It's like that would be the first word to come to mind. 6 to 10? Is that like 16 hours? That's I thought you couldn't work more than a certain amount of time in one go. But that's rough. I do not envy that. So that's one of the things I don't miss from working like a day job. Is I determine if when I want to work and stuff like that. Obviously, I can take a hit if I don't do anything for a certain amount of time, but like when I was ill, the downside of being ill is I don't get paid time off. I just get time off. It's a slight difference. Now I do make money on YouTube even if I don't make content, but it's not really that big a deal. Got to make content to keep the ball rolling. You never worked in a hotel kitchen? Yeah. Not for me. Not for me. Just home. So I guess how long does it take to get home? Like over an hour and a half? But I mean, that sounds like 14-hour shift. 14-hour shift. Don't know how you could have expected at the end of a 14-hour shift to still be able to do work, like high quality work. This is what always worries me when you've got like doctors doing like 12-hour shifts. Surely at the end of their 12-hour shift, they're a little bit tired, It's a little bit tired. Don't really want my doctor to be tired, 9 a.m., 6 a.m. to 9:10. Yeah, there we go. What's that? 15 and just over 15 hours. Damn it. Being a chef at Christmas. Yeah. Yeah. Brutal. Everyone wants to go out for food, innit? And you get all the people who want to visit places or go places to a hotel and stuff like that. Like, yeah. Lovely. Lovely for them, I guess. Angel also will cleanse. Not ideal, but her weapon has that too. Yeah, not ideal though, like you say. Is she a teammate one? I guess she is. She's defense. Like, is there anyone on defense teams that like gives AP other than like William? Maybe Wang Fa? I guess Laura. But Laura's one's completely rando. Like, I'm pretty sure... excuse me. I'm pretty sure that Laura's one is just like... It will just happen when she commands, not the fact that she'll do it specifically, because it can work. Whereas on an attack team, you'll just defend on Laura just to give AP for no reason. Except the person receiving AP will get their rush. I don't think the AI works that bit out. I can't stand chocolate. Yes, I'm one of those people. I don't mind chocolate too much. I don't have tons of it, but I don't mind it. What was the last chocolatey thing I had? Can't remember, honestly. Yeah, I can't really remember. Red Bull. Yeah, Red Bull. I can't have caffeine. I've cut caffeine out now. Like, it's gone well and truly. If I have caffeine now, like if I just have one can of caffeine, I'll be awake for like forever. It's like I'm hypersensitive to it now. I used to drink it a lot. Like every time I had Pepsi Max, I used to have, obviously there's caffeine in it. But now, none. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Nope. No more caffeine. Cannot be done. I sleep much nicer for it. I didn't realise how bad my night's sleep was until I stopped drinking caffeine. It's like I wasn't fully getting to sleep because of the caffeine. So I was waking up drowsy. Like, I was waking up like I hadn't slept, you know, not feeling like fully rested. And it's just because of the caffeine, I wasn't sleeping properly. And it took me a long time to not to work it out, just to like kind of accept it. You know, I think it was more of an acceptance thing rather than working it out. Let's go for reflect over here. Let's go for 2 more reflects. Why did you do that? Okay, bonus HP reflects is good. There we go. It's because we had the reviver, so I thought, yeah, we'll test that out. I can't remember the last chocolate I had though. Probably like just like a fudge or something like that. I don't know, chocolate fudge. I think so. Was that before or after your half sleep level up win? That is a good question. I think I was drinking caffeine at that point. I think I was drinking caffeine at that point. That was... I've got to go back and watch that video, actually. There's obviously been multiple stories there. The half asleep, waking up to win a level up. I decided to record it as well. And then, like, there was me sitting there working out whether I'd won or not. I was like, I think I did okay. And then obviously there was the one where I spent like 25,000 coins to refresh my entire roster on an SR tournament with like 2 minutes left on the tournament because I was half asleep tapping my device to like do the next stage. And I was tapping my device and I tapped my device and spent the coins. And then I didn't realise, like I was like, oh, I finished it. Went to bed. Woke up the next day and when I saw my coins, I was missing 25,000 coins. Like most people didn't have 25,000 coins just sitting there. Congrats on winning level up on SR. The level up was a video on my channel somewhere, but it was hilarious because I actually set an alarm to wake up to do it, and I did it to you know, what's it called? Like I sniped the win basically. And it's easier to do in level ups, but it's easier for them to stop it from happening too. So, you know, like last 30 seconds, you just like open your you got lucky. This is back when that actually meant something. You open your you got lucky, you like burn loads of bennies on like an unleveled character and stuff like this. But I can't remember where I nearly fumbled. It was like I didn't have a character unlocked or something like that. I can't remember exactly where it was. But it was proper facepalm. I managed to get it done. But the SR win was nice. It wasn't just that I won the SR, it was what it was for. It's how I got Molly. It's how I got Molly from the stash she was in. Kind of reasonably hard stash. And also the fact that the person who was first was like messaged me just saying like, you know, they're not gonna let me pass them or something like that. I can't remember what they said. It's just some weird thing. Like they're gonna go for the win, sort of deal. I was like, okay. In the last 30 seconds, I just blitzed. Shaky hands. But yeah, thanks, Bretland. Oh goodness. Okay, let's alter this one. I might have to cut my stream short, guys. Your back's giving me a lot of jip right now. Thought I sorted it, but it's not happened. Also, I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow. I'll have to book an emergency appointment in the morning, but they said I couldn't do it until the morning. So I have to be up for 8 AM to do that. So I might just go in, get in bed, snuggle down, get some sleepies. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, guys. Next stream is going to be the weekend. It'll be Saturday, right? Got a war stream. So I'll see you there. I've got to fix my chair. I've got to fix this push to talk button as well. It's annoying me. So I'll see you on Saturday for war stream. Enjoy war, guys. Good luck if you do any pulls for Harrison tonight. I am going to do some pulls myself. Probably at least 2 pities, maybe 3 pities. I'll progress on the missions and stuff like that and see what we get. And I'll decide what I'm going to get with the Kendamas down the line. I'm not sure when. Rest well, old man. Fix the mic and the chair in the back. And yeah, I don't know what's going on. The chair's making my back just hurt, I think. But also, yeah. I mean, I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow. Hopefully they give me some antibiotics. And I sort me out on some proper. I don't want to be messed up for Christmas and stuff. I've got stuff to think about in the new year as well. I want to be shipshape for. So yeah, I'll see you on the weekend, guys. Sorry for the shortest stream. It's only an hour and a half. Don't normally stream this little amount of time, but yeah, that's the way it has to be. But stay tuned for a video coming out tomorrow, guys, and like I said, best of luck with your Harrison pulls. Take care, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Goodbye, goodbye, guys. Goodbye, goodbye.